Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? It's your boy Brandon, also known as the Georgia Picker, and yeah, it's a what's up video. If my hair looks a little crazy, I'm actually gonna give myself a haircut tonight, and yes, I can do that. I'm amazing at cutting my own hair, okay? But my hair's a little crazy because I had an narcoleptic attack, so I was sleeping, and yeah, so now I'm awake. But we just got done pulling all the orders behind me for today and yesterday. So today is Tuesday, and it is, what time is it actually? Let me see here. It is 5:15 in the afternoon. I have been crazy productive. Before we get into the sales, I do want to show you guys my accountability board. So as you guys saw the sales from the last What So video on Sunday. And if you guys look here, Sunday I didn't really do a whole lot, but yesterday we did 42 items for over $1,400. So I will say this accountability board, ever since the beginning of this year, we would list a little bit, not list, because I've been very overwhelmed with that 10x30 storage units, both of them, right? So, and as you guys know, we cleaned everything out and we moved everything down to my personal storage unit, including majority of the stuff that was in my garage. We moved all that down there as well. And my goal is just to keep everything in there. We cleared out the back. Shout out to my boy Antonio for buying a whole bunch of stuff from me to clear out some space. He got a really good deal. I believe, you know, in my opinion, I think he got a great deal. And he helped me move some stuff out of the way. So now my whole back of my unit is cleaned out. Maybe later on this week, I can show you guys. If not next week, I'll show you guys kind of how I'm set up. But everything is down there. But going back to the accountability board, ever since I started that, I really started, you know, listing more and more than what I'm usually doing, or at least getting back into the habit of listing into 2023. Now this week we're kind of having an eventful week. I should be winning, hopefully, fingers crossed, winning a storage unit this Friday. Have a very good hunch on what's in it, but I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. But also that same day on Friday is when I'm winning that unit. But the same day Friday, we were actually going up to, I believe, North Augusta, South Carolina, and we are going to the bin store, and they want me to come out there and do a video for them. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a very good time. So I will be there on Friday, so I'm gonna be leaving early in the morning. So you guys will obviously see that if it hasn't already been aired. And yeah, so, and then of course, I don't know if garage sales are going on Saturday, or if we win that unit, we might just be dealing with that. But I don't know, we're gonna see what happens. But let me go ahead and break down these numbers for you guys. I'm ranting, I know. But between Monday and Tuesday, we did 20 items going out for $794.05. So definitely not a bad couple of days. I do know that we have an item that sold for $150. We're just waiting for them to pay. Then there's another item, I believe, for $100. So we probably would have hit that $1,000 you know, mark in the past 2 days, but gotta wait for the payment. But that's perfectly fine. I will deal with the roughly $800 in sales. So let's go ahead and see what we got. All right, guys, so this is the little bit of stuff that we have, and then of course the rest of the stuff is going to be down in the garage. Let's go ahead and start off here with this Pittsburgh Pro torque wrench. Now this torque wrench is actually from the very first storage units I have ever won, which I believe it was in 2020, so 3 years ago. And it's been sitting in my death pile in my bedroom because I kept buying and buying. And at the same time too, whenever I got my first storage unit, I didn't really know what I was doing. So, but again, long story short, sitting in a death pile. And what I'm doing once a week, I'm going to my spare bedroom to kind of get some of that stuff listed, donated, sold to somebody else, or whatever the case is. And then of course, trying to get all that squared away. But this was in my death pile. All right, guys, sorry about that. I don't know where I just left off, but my dad just called me and I had to go get some boxes out of his truck. So let's go ahead and continue on where I was. I think this Pittsburgh Pro torque wrench was from the first unit that I ever bought. Finally got around to listing it, and it sold pretty quick for 15 bucks plus shipping. This right here is a Franklin Mint butterfly. It's called Gaudy Commodore. We got a whole bunch of these in an online auction for like 80 bucks, already well in the green. This one right here sold for 15 bucks plus shipping. Pair of Harley Davidson boots. You guys remember these? I bought I think 3 pairs of boots. So 2 of them that were Harley Davidson, one of them was Justin boots that actually came in the box. Paid 15 bucks a piece amongst a whole bunch of stuff. Amazing yard sale. This pair of Harley Davidson boots sold for $65 plus shipping. All right, and shout out to the, they call themselves the Flippin' Chicks in my local area. I went over to their house last week and I bought $500 worth of stuff, and then they came over the other day and sold me $60 worth of like tools and stuff like that. So technically I'm in the hole with by $560, but we should hopefully quickly be getting that money back. A couple things I took a gamble on, some things I didn't, but overall I think it was a more than fair deal in my opinion. This Bose SoundLink Bluetooth speaker does not have the charger, but I did test it and it does work. This right here sold for $75 plus shipping. My Stowe Chrysler 300B 1956 diecast car. That diecast car is from the diecast car storage unit. It was sitting in that clear tub right there, waiting for me to go through it. I finally got a time to go through it. Like I told you guys, I've been listening like crazy lately, and you know, some of the stuff is selling. But that is from that unit. Pure profit, sold for $20 plus shipping. All right, this right here is a tailor-made Aero Burner 5HL 21 degree golf club. Got this in an online auction. Pretty sure we're in the green already on that deal. This right here is sold alone for $50 plus shipping. All right, so we have this Galarian Cursola VMAX card, ultra rare, sold for $2.49 free shipping. Dog's Best Friend ornament. This is from the 10x30 unit. Sold for $5 plus shipping. Johnny Lightning Monopoly diecast car. If you guys remember last week, we sold that lot of, I think, 6 of those type of diecast cars for like 40 bucks, but then I found 2 more in that same box. I should have got it organized before I listed the stuff in that box, but it is what it is. We decided to separate them. And this one right here sold for $5 plus shipping. Yuletide Runner keepsake ornament, Hallmark, sold for $5 plus shipping. The one right next to it, Make Way, and it's Taz from the Looney Tunes, also sold for $5 plus shipping. From the diecast car storage unit, we have this Majorette diecast car, and this is from the diecast car storage unit. Sold for $20 plus shipping. All right, and then this actually I just listed just last night. This is from the 10x30 unit. This is a vintage full metal Swiss Army watch, and it does need a battery. I listed it for 50. Somebody sent me an offer for 40. So I just sent them an offer for 42. Like I said, this stuff's been sitting for a little while and I finally got to it, but it is what it is. I'm perfectly fine with $42 plus shipping for this item. Also, shout out to the Flipping Chicks. This was part of that little $60 tool deal that I did. The Hyper Tough drill, which does work. I mean, the battery's probably running a little low, but I did charge up the battery a little bit. It does work, but it comes with the battery, no charger, just the drill and the battery. Sold for $20 plus shipping. We have Look for the Wonder ornament, also from the 10x30 unit. 1993 is the year. Sold for $5 plus shipping. Also from the diecast car storage unit, these pair of Reebok, they're called ZigTech shoes. This is from the diecast car unit, and we just got around to listing these. These were in the death pile in my spare bedroom. Like I told you guys, been casually going through that whenever I can, maybe like once a week or so, maybe twice a week if I'm up for it. Because we're currently going through all those totes from the 10x30 unit down at my storage unit, so I'm pulling like 4 or 5 totes whenever I can, and then getting that stuff listed, then going back. That way it's not consuming my garage anymore, if that makes sense. But these shoes are from that diecast unit in my death pile. Got them listed, sold for $28.76 plus shipping. Shout out to the Flippin' Chicks again. This is part of that $500 deal that I made in the first get-go. These are called Jabra Elite 85H headphones. They are pre-owned. I could not sell them as new, unfortunately, but they are pre-owned, tested, works, and they sold for $100 plus shipping. So just from those 3 sales from the Flippin' Chicks, you got 100 plus 75 plus 20, so that's $195 in sales right there. We still have a lot to sell from that haul, but at the end of the day, it was kind of like an icebreaker between me and them, and hopefully they can find some, you know, bigger, better, you know, same stuff, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying, that way we can keep coming to an agreement with price, and you know, they make some money, I make some money, and everybody's happy, and it gives me an extra local connection whenever I need some inventory. So so yeah, so very good sales. Again, though, that $195 is not profit at all. It's just kind of recouping my money back. That's going to be everything up here. Let's go down to the garage and pull the little bit of orders we got to pull there. And look who it is. It's Maximus. Y'all haven't seen the puppies in a while. And look who that is. It's a papa. What you doing, baby? Oh, she's like, I just sleeping with my doggy. As y'all know, whenever she had her surgery a while back, we randomly had this dog laying around, and we just kind of put it with her, and I guess it comforted her. So anytime she goes to bed, she cannot go to bed without her doggy. And then there's, you know who, there's bad boy right there. Yeah, it is my little savage. What's up, buddy? Yeah, he just saw his grandpa not too long ago, right? Grandpa came in and said hi. Yeah, he said hi to everybody. Oh, okay. He just wants to love on a daddy. You know, right? Mwah. All right, let's go to the garage. All right, guys, so I actually just listed this yesterday. This is from the diecast car unit, or it's from the 10x30 unit. I do not remember, to be honest. Actually, no, this is from the 10x30 unit. Brand new Michael Jackson DVD CD combo or something. This right here sold for $30 plus shipping. All right, right here in F3, the last Waterford Crystal American flag thing sold. We actually had 3 of these, and I believe, yeah, this is the last one. So the first one had Department of the Army on it, and then the last two was just a regular American flag. This one right here is from the 10x30 unit, 5-inch US flag, sold for $50 plus shipping. All right, guys, so I just pulled this item from D3. I had to look at them just to make sure that they are the correct resin ornaments. Got these for like $1 a piece at that estate sale where we found all of the Lamax stuff. And yeah, this is the first one, I believe, of this kind that is sold, and this right here is sold for $10 plus shipping. Like I said, just shy of $800 worth of stuff. Yeah, not a bad start to the week. So we'll see you guys Thursday night. All right, guys, so just taking you guys out of the video for a little bit. It's kind of dark in here, but that's okay. I'm gonna turn this way so where you guys can see me. So as you guys know, I think yesterday, today's Wednesday, I told you guys I might take you guys down to my storage and show you guys kind of how I have it organized and all that type of stuff. Believe it or not, this unit actually used to be filled. We actually won this unit on an online auction. We made some pretty good money out, so we decided to keep it because it's right on the street from where I live. I'm going to show you guys some of the stuff that we have listed, what we have as trash in here, and then of course all the totes from both of those 10x30 units. Also too, I gave myself a haircut and trimmed the beard a little bit, now I look like a baby. But yeah, the first things first, all of this used to be packed right here. All this whole corner used to be packed, but shout out to my boy Antonio. He bought a bunch of stuff from me, and he's gonna make some good money. Let me see if I can get out of the dark. There you go. Yeah, all that used to be clear, so now we just moved a lot of those empty totes that were from the 10x30 unit. Antonio might be making a deal on this thing right here, and he's going to take these racks for me. This is a little bit of trash that I have here over like 2-3 years ago. I just never really got a chance to take it to the dump, but yeah, but then everything on this rack here all the way over to this rack, or to the middle part right here, is all listed. All that's listed, and then I believe all of this is listed as well. Golf bags, those porch kids from the 10x30 units, skateboards, the Bugs Bunny, that type of stuff. Now, everything else is not listed. I think 90% of this is from the 10x30 unit, exception of the banker boxes. The banker boxes are from my garage that I moved down here, but everything else is from the 10x30 unit. Maybe an exception of this. This was a local deal with the flipping chicks, but every single one of these totes, everything in the totes there, the Star Wars sleeping bag, this tote, these totes here, everything in this tote, those totes down there, those totes right there, all of these totes. Matter of fact, what's in this one? Oh yeah, look at that, more Hallmark ornaments. All those totes down there. So yeah, all this is going to eventually get listed. I will say though, if you guys remember all of those totes that we found in that 10x30 unit, for all of this still being from that 10x30 unit, we made a huge dent of listing all of this stuff. There's still a lot to go through, a lot to list. Probably, I mean, easily another 1,000 listings in there, easily. Probably definitely more than that. But at the same time, I'm only a one-man army, right? So I can only list as much as possible. But this is my unit. This is my unit. It's pretty organized for the most part. Like I said, I would like to get the stuff that isn't listed, you know, down, and then that way I can start putting stuff up here, like the bigger stuff, right, whenever I list them. But then also too, along this wall here, if you guys remember that big gray rack that was in my garage, is actually right here. So I'm going to be building that here probably next week or something. That way I can get enough time to come down here. The reasoning why I'm also down here is because I'm pulling another 5 totes from here. That way I can take it to the house and list, because I got those other totes listed in a day and a half. So but yeah, this is my unit. Nothing too special, nothing too crazy. I mean, I do know this thing goes for some good money, but I got it here in storage for right now. But I mean, literally, we could just take a quick look on some of the stuff that's in here, man. Like, there's a bunch of clothes in there. This is the Playboy magazine. You see a crack right there. Playboy magazines. I mean, you got, I mean, literally all types of stuff, you guys. I mean, It's just stuff that I have to go through. All that's Marlboro, so I don't know. That's a Hallmark little perpetual calendar things. What's in here? Some military stuff. But like I said, there's just a ton of stuff in here. Oh, look at that, more ornaments. I told you guys there's a ton more ornaments in here that I just stopped listening for a few days. Look, they got some jerseys in there. I think that's a Dooney and Burke purse. But again, it's just tons of, oh wait, never mind, these are actually empty. Look at that. Those are empty. That's a good sign. How about this one? Looks like there's more ornaments in there as well. So, but like I said, like I told you guys, it's not going to stop us from buying and all that good stuff. It's just for now on, I'm not going to be keeping anything in my garage once I clear that out. Everything's going to come here for storage. And then whenever I'm out and about delivering packages, if I'm done with the totes at my house, I come here, bring all the empty totes, put them in the back of the unit, and then boom. Oh, that's another thing too, before I let you guys get back into the what sold video. Another thing too is whenever we buy a storage unit, what we're gonna end up doing is we're gonna take, you know, I don't know, 5 or 6 totes, grab the lids, and there's gonna be our transfer totes whenever we buy units. That way, again, get it, put it in storage, we'll get to it whenever we can. And but yeah, the beautiful thing about this type of business, you never want to run out of inventory. As long as you keep having inventory come in, that is going to make your business successful. But like I said, it's just one of those things that we're going to get to when we can. But I gotta do a little bit of work here. I just gotta drop off these empty totes and grab some more totes for the house. And yeah, we'll see you guys Thursday night. All right, you guys, check it out, man. It is Thursday, February 16th, 6:13 in the evening. And we actually have a decent amount of packages and some okay money. Definitely great week so far of sales, so I can't really complain. But pretty simple breakdown. We have 17 items going out for $590.45. Got a handful of things pulled behind me. Let's see what we got. All right, guys, so here is the items. A few ornaments, but then we've been selling a little bit of random stuff. One thing I actually love about everything that has sold, none of it's going to take that long, exception of maybe the glasses, because we got to wrap them up in bubble wrap. It's going to be pretty easy to ship out. So from one of the 10 by 30 units, we found a bunch of pins, you know, that were brand new. These are Parker branded. Parker branded pins usually do pretty well, but these are the camo, I guess, variant. And both of these sold to the same buyer. So each one of these sold for 18 bucks a piece. So his order was a total of $36 plus shipping. This ornament right here is from 2001. It is the 4 Alarm Friends. Pretty cool ornament, also from the 10 by 30 unit. Sold for $5 plus shipping. Another ornament here, Train Station. This is a lighted ornament, also from the 10 by 30 unit. Sold for $5 plus shipping. This little guy right here is also from the 10 by 30 unit. This is a vintage Lefton St. Patrick's Day, like little elf, I guess. Yeah, 964 is the, or 954 is the model number, I guess. And he does have the pipe. Sold for 15 bucks plus shipping. All right, so this right here is a TI-84 Plus graphing calculator. Off camera, me and my mom went garage selling. It was kind of like a rainy day, not really raining, misty, I guess is what I should say. There's literally 2 garage sales out, not a lot. A lot of people canceled, so I didn't even bother recording. But we found a whole bunch of stuff. But we found 2 calculators. One of them was like a HP 50G one, which goes for like 150 bucks. I already got watchers on that. And this one right here is the TI-84 Plus, and we ended up getting both of them for 20 bucks a piece, and I thought that was a fantastic deal. This one a little bit on the lower end, the TI-84 Plus. This one right here sold for $50 plus shipping. Another ornament right here, it says Sun. You know, I'm a Sun, right? Somebody could have bought this for me. 1997 Sun little metal ornament, sold for $3 plus shipping. All right, so these Flintstones glasses, Hanna-Barbera, what year is this from? 1991. 4 of these are different. I had them up there for 20 bucks for the set. Somebody sent me an offer for 15 bucks. So the reasoning why I decided to accept that is, 1, because it's only $5 off, but then 2, it sold within like an hour of me listing it, and it's also from the 10 by 30 unit. So pretty much whatever sells from that 10 by 30 unit, or both of them, whatever, however you guys want to phrase it, it's going to be pure profit. And that is the greatest thing about storage units, because you're able to fluctuate the price whenever you want for whatever you want, because you control how much you want to sell it for, because you're already in the profit. That's why I love doing storage units. So those set of 4 glasses sold for $15 plus shipping. All right, so these right here, this Kid, I don't really know how to say that brand name, but it is a Fire X smoke alarm 4-pack, contractor 4-pack. If you guys remember the garage sale where we found all that Porter cable tools, we got all of that for $25. So technically from the whole entire garage sale, we are already well in the green. So this sale is actually pure profit. We technically paid $5 for the whole box, but again, already in the profit on the deal. The set of 4 Fire X smoke alarms sold for $35 plus shipping. At my secret honey hole, they had this Sonic Adventure Dreamcast game. Now I will say, I did annotate all this, but the cover looks like it may have gotten a little bit of water damage, and there's no back cover, or it would have went for a little bit more. The disc is actually in okay shape, so I took a best offer of $20 plus shipping on that, and I paid $3 for it. This right here is also from the 10x30 unit. This is a Mrs. Claus cupboard from 1994. It is brand new. I wonder if I can take this off. If I can take it off, I'll show you. All right, it's not coming off easily. So, but either way, this is from the 10x30 unit, Hallmark Mrs. Claus cupboard, sold for $50 plus shipping. And then one sale that came in at the last minute before I started recording is gonna be another one of these wrenches. As you guys know, we got a whole bunch of tools right there listed, and this is from that. Doesn't go for a whole lot, but again, like I told you guys, I got it from a storage unit, so I don't mind storing it. 1, because it doesn't take up that much room, and then 2, it's just little easy sales and easy to pack up, easy to ship, the whole 9 yards. This is from the 10x30 unit, sold for $10 free shipping. All right, so now we're in the garage. I'm trying to think, is there anything new coming up? Actually, it actually looks really good in here. As you guys remember, this thing used to be piled up in here. So, you know, we're working hard whenever we can. We're definitely trying to clear it out so I can make my my gym. You guys will obviously see that as we, you know, continue on with what we're doing. But we're here in the garage, so let's go ahead and pull the rest of these orders. So right here in E1, we're actually looking for a headset. Shout out to the Flippin' Chicks, 2 Flippin' Chicks. So yeah, shout out to the Flippin' Chicks because they sold me a bunch of stuff for $500. So this right here is a certified refurbished Blue Parrot B550-XT headset. And yeah, so originally she got this from a pallet, I believe, and but again, we got $500 in total. We are not in the green on this deal, so this is just recouping money back. This headset right here sold for $100 plus shipping. All right, so also it makes sense that some things are selling E1 and maybe E2. I haven't looked at the sales, but we just filled these up yesterday or the day before. So we're actually looking for this thing right here, if I can push that back. Yeah, so this right here is a Fluke 80TK. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe a plug-in to check to make sure that the plug-in works, I guess. I'm not too sure. This is actually from a yard sale a while back. I got it for a couple bucks. This thing right here sold for $25 plus shipping. All right, so yeah, so E2 right here. The one thing that we sold, this thing is packed full. So like I said, we're selling things that we've never sold before, and that is the reason why I love doing research, because some things that I sell, it actually amazes me that of the resale value, like those pins, right? 18 bucks a piece, that's $36 in 2 little pins. Just absolutely insane to me. And this right here was in one of those totes that we found. Again, this stuff, I've been pulling stuff from the storage unit, bringing like 5 or 6 totes back, putting it over here in the garage, and then I'll bring 2 of them in, get stuff listed. And this was just listed yesterday. This right here is a vintage Hallmark Rainbow Bright 18-inch doll from 1983. Pretty cool stuff, sold for $25 plus shipping. All right, also here in E2, something that actually sold from the tool lot that we bought from the Flippin' Chicks. Let me see if I can find it. All right, yeah, so here it is right here. So yeah, again, this is from the deal with the Flippin' Chicks. No matter if you guys want to look at as a whole, I'm looking at it as a whole because I spent $560 with them. Again, we're not in the profit, but this is a hyper tough 20-volt max lithium power charger, or battery charger is what I should say. This thing right here sold for $20 plus shipping. Right here in E6, this is also from the, I believe, the first 10x30 unit. Let me see if I can find it, but I believe it's a trimmer head. All right, you guys, so I found it right here, I believe. Yes, so this right here is a Craftsman trimmer spool and line. This is from the first 10x30 unit, sold for $10 plus shipping. All right, and that's everything that is going out for tomorrow morning. So again, like I said, when you guys do storage units, man, I know I say it all the time in my videos, but anytime you guys do storage units, make sure you guys do your research. Yeah, nothing new as far as anything I could think of. I think the new bin store, well, it's not new, but new to me, the bin store video has already been aired at this point in time. So hopefully that went well at this at this point in time. The past me doesn't know how it's gonna go, so it's kind of weird, right? But yeah, a lot of easy sales going out. And again, majority of the stuff that we've been selling is from the 10x30 unit, even though we have good solid stuff that's not from the 10x30 unit. But that 10x30 unit was an absolute gold mine. But if you guys have any suggestions, any type of videos you guys want to see, let me know down in the comment section below of this video. That way I can go back and maybe make specific videos for certain videos or for certain people and that type of stuff. So just let me know down in the comments below, and maybe I can get those videos out for you guys. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. We'll see you guys Sunday night with what sold. So we'll see you guys in a sec. All right, you guys, I've had a long day so far today. It's actually technically Monday, because the reasoning why we didn't pack up packages yesterday was because today is President's Day, and that means packages are not going out today. So I was like, you know what, we can procrastinate packing up all these packages one more day. So it wasn't me being lazy, it was me focusing on some other stuff with the business, like getting stuff organized in the garage and that type of stuff, stuff that kind of needed to get done. I was like, yeah, you know, it is what it is. So but I will say, all the sales that you guys are about to see is literally from Friday through Sunday. Then there's one item that sold for $10 from today. Today's sales haven't really been crazy, which is Monday, but again, we're only going to include that one item for $10 into between Friday and Sunday sales, if that makes sense, up until tomorrow whenever I show you guys what else sells in a new what sold video. But yeah, so everything from Friday all the way until now is what we're going to be pulling and packing and all that good stuff. So just from the weekend sales, we have 35 items going out for $1,479.66. Then we have one item that sold over on Amazon for $81.13, which puts us at a total of 36 items going out for $1,560.79. So we do have a lot of packages to pack up. I will say that there were some auctions, a really good mixture of items that actually sold, and then I believe one or two items are from this past weekend whenever we went to the Tybee Island citywide yard sale. So I think that is pretty fantastic as well. So I'm pretty sure that video's already been aired, but if it hasn't, I'm not gonna. Well, I guess you guys are gonna technically see a spoiler, right? All right, my phone. I'm telling you, man. At the most inconvenient times, I get these cha-ching. So I do apologize about the notifications. It's a very bad habit for me to do it, so I do apologize. But let's just go ahead and see what we have behind us. Alrighty, guys, so here it is. As you guys see, a lot of small stuff. We got a couple big items. A very, very, very good mixture of items that we have sold. So makes me pretty happy because there's actually one really big hitter in here, and you know, we don't have that much money into it, so it's pretty crazy. But let's go ahead and start off here with this Forecast for Fun ornament. I think we've actually sold a few of these in the past. This is from one of the 10x30 storage units. This one right here is sold for $5 plus shipping. All right, and then in this big brown case here, I will open it just so you guys can see. This is one of those Oneida WMA Rogers 2A heavy Oneida, basically just flatware, right? The sell-through rate on this is extremely slow, and on top of that you have tarnished pieces, so I don't even know what to even put on there. So I was like, you know what, man, because it literally says anti-tarnish, but you see tarnish, I guess. But anyways, this is from the 10x30 unit, so I didn't really care what this sold for. Put it up there for auction, and it sold for $4.75 plus shipping. Another ornament right here, it's called Caroler's Best Friend. That's actually pretty cool. What year is that from? The year 2000. This one right here is also from the 10x30 unit, sold for $10 plus shipping. All right, so in the 10x30 units, we found a bunch of these Snoopy PVC figures. They're like ornaments. There's some keychains in there. So I was like, you know what? There's no way I'm going to be able to look up each individual one and sell them individually. Some of them had a good sell-through rate, some of them had a terrible sell-through rate, and I'm not about to sit on stuff, especially when I have so much inventory right now to list. I mean, I still have a ton of it down in my storage unit, and again, I'm a one-man army, right? I can only do so much, but that's not where this conversation is going. My whole thing is I can't hold on to everything, and then as a reseller, most resellers will understand this, but then there's gonna be some people who are like, nah, I would have just listed these individually, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I just have an abundance of inventory, and I wouldn't be able to do that, especially since I got so much stuff to do. But that lot of 39 Snoopy PVC figures sold for $26 plus shipping. All right, and speaking of auctions, so as you guys know, we found a ton of Hot Wheel diecast cars. As you guys can tell here, there's a ton of it kind of right here. I've been separating them and that type of stuff. If you guys remember a what sold video ago, so I guess last what sold video, I think we talked about it, where I was going to be doing a whole bunch of lots of diecast cars, not to necessarily flood the market. Let's do, like, you know, 5 or 6 of them at a time, maybe 7 of them, I think it was 7 at a time, and then let them kind of run through, and then we will, you know, this upcoming week, like for instance, like tomorrow or later on tonight, I'll basically lot up some more, get some more auctions going. That way we can clear some of those diecast cars out. But anyways, we have auction 2 and auction 1. So the first one that sold is going to be auction 2 because they paid quicker. These two are actually technically the same lot, but just 2 different auctions. Auction 2 sold for $16.50. And then auction 1 sold for $10.75. You guys will see that sold comp on the screen. So just for 16 diecast cars, there's a total of $26 plus shipping. You know, sold to 2 separate buyers, but definitely not a bad auction. All right, Makita drill. We got these from the Flippin' Chicks in my local area. We got a whole bunch of tools for 60 bucks. It was actually a great deal. Anything over $60, it would have been a kind of a stretch for me, but they understand business is business, and that's why I'm going to be doing business with them from now on. But this Makita drill with the battery, it does work. Oh wait, does work, which is great. Sold for $35 plus shipping. All right, so this ornament actually really surprised me. This is a GB R1 Super Sportster ornament, and that's from the year 2001. Really surprised me. Sold for $20 plus shipping. All right, so in an online auction, we actually got a couple of Redskin lapel pins. I think we got like 3 or 4. Then there was a challenge coin that was brand new, and then there was one more thing. One on an online auction for $5. That's it, $5. But we're finally in the green on that deal from this little lapel pin. So this is a Redskins RFK Stadium from 1998. Yeah, right there, 1998. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this, oh goodness, what is going on? I can't flip it around. There we go. That right there sold for $15 plus shipping. All right, we got we have a pair of Salomon XR Mission trail running shoes, size 9. Salomon is a decent brand. This one took a minute to sell. I believe I got these for $1 or $2 at a yard sale, and they sold for $30 plus shipping. Brand new Zippo lighter. This one is the model 218BP. This is it says regular black matte, so it's just a matte Zippo lighter. This is from the 10x30 unit, one of them anyways. This right here sold for $20 plus shipping. The item that I want to talk about is called, let me bring up my phone. It's called Inficon. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Inficon. It says Inficon TechMate refrigerant leak detector. If you guys can see that, it says it's in storage. Yeah, it's down in my storage, and I'll make sure to pick it up tomorrow and pack it up and send it out. But I just want to throw this sold comp on the screen for you guys. But it is a leak detector. It was the yard sale where we found a garbage disposal that was brand new. The box was really kind of nasty, but it was brand new in the box. We found like a guitar CD stand type thing. We found, and they gave me a bowl of peanuts. I don't know. So, but with this leak detector, we got for $5, and it sold for $50 plus shipping. And speaking of the 10x30 storage units, we sold something else from it. This is the Hot Wheels Monster Jam Fangora. We have a ton of these, you guys. I mean, we had to clean each one pretty much individually, but we have a ton of this. Matter of fact, I don't know if you guys can see there, but there's a whole tote there. Then that blue one right next to it is all filled with Monster Jam trucks, and they do really well. They do sell over time. This one right here sold for $10 plus shipping. I got a little miniature ornament. This one's called Scooting Along. Little miniature ornament from the 10x30 unit, 1994. Sold for $3 plus shipping. All right, this is also an online auction. We picked up this along with like a ton of porcelain in there. And then on top of that, a ton of porcelain right there. Literally all for like $30, $38, something like that. So I was like, you know what? I've never done porcelain. Let's just go ahead and educate myself, right? So we got some really good pieces, and we have some little lower end pieces. But again, you know, this isn't something that I would, you know, look for in the future. But you know, it's a little sell. So this one right here is a Sanford fine bone china made in England flower bouquet, something flowers. Sold for $10 plus shipping. Miami Dolphins hat. This one right here, not even sure where we got this from. Probably paid $1 for it. I think this was from an estate sale, but I don't remember. But it sold for 13 bucks plus shipping. All right, so in this box, this is a lot of 6 Johnny Lightning 007 diecast cars. Again, put them up for auction. There's only 6 of them. 007 diecast cars, and they sold for $15.49 plus shipping. And that's not bad for an auction for only 6 diecast cars, which, like I said, with diecast cars, I don't really look them up individually anymore, except for the Monster Jam ones or any of them that really just stand out to me, that kind of look unique. I will pull them out to the side, at least look them up. But all the ones that are in these auctions were not, from my knowledge, were not worth like anything crazy. So if I can get rid of them in a bulk deal, I'm perfectly fine with that. But $15.49 plus shipping on those 6 007 diecast cars. Same with this one. I'll put this on the screen as well. So this one right here is a lot of 15 USPS collector lapel pins. A lot of 15. I had these up there for 25 bucks a piece, I believe, or maybe 30 a piece. You know, basically $2 a piece. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Somebody sent me an offer for 20 bucks, and I got a whole bunch of these in an online auction. We're already well in the green. So I was like, you know what? 20 bucks for some lapel pins. We will take that all day. All right. Also in a big lot. So in this bag, so this is also part of an auction. There is a lot of 39 Craftsman sockets. Now, some of them are new, some of them are used, and they are from the 10x30 storage units. Now, little sockets individually are going to go for, I mean, anywhere up to 15 bucks, but then some of them, majority of them go for like $3 to $6 with free shipping. So I was like, you know what, we're not going to do all that, because if you guys look over here, I'm individually listing like this type of tools. Like I think this one right here is worth like 30 bucks. This breaker bar is worth like 50 or something like that. So we've been listing this type of stuff individually, especially with ornaments. We've been doing that too. But with these, I was like, you know what, let's just lot them up, put them in the auction, and just let them go. So this auction lasted for 7 days, and they sold for $23.50 plus shipping. All right, we got this Garfield Ertl diecast frozen lasagna truck, also from the 10x30 storage unit, sold for $9 plus shipping. All right, this Majorette diecast car. Now, if you guys remember, the storage unit, the diecast car storage unit, the one where we found like 15 grand. If it's probably, you know, to be honest with you, I always called it the, we found a collection of $15,000 worth of diecast cars. But in retrospect, it's probably way more, because we've listed these individual cars, and I mean, honestly, there's so much money involved. And I think we actually sold one of these individual cars for like $140 or something. It's pretty ridiculous. But the diecast car storage unit just keeps on giving, even though it's been since 2021. Pretty wild, right? But this Majorette Volkswagen Golf, right? Yeah, Golf diecast car sold for $25 plus shipping. All right, guys, so these 3 Pokemon cards sold to the same buyer. This one's called Sawaddle, that one's called Gligar, and that one's called Helioptile. I don't know, but those 3 right there sold to one buyer for $4.66 free shipping. Chris Mousestar, I think we even sold a couple of these, also from the 10x30 storage unit, sold for $10 plus shipping. But this one right here, this little pack right here, it's a little special. So we won that as well as 3 other cameras in an online auction. I want to say it was, as a matter of fact, let me look it up real quick. All right, so we won that camera on December 12th of 2022. So it took a little more than 2 months to sell. So we actually won that camera, as well as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as well as 5 other cameras for $112. Now, I believe we already sold 2 of them, and I think we're already in the green on the deal. If not, we're probably like that close to being in the green. But that's pretty cool. Pretty cool to see it finally sell. And I knew it was going to sell for the price. So again, won in an online auction, and this is where your research is key. So in the pictures, you couldn't really tell, but whenever you basically open the picture up into a new tab, you can really zoom in, and I thought I saw the model number SX720HS. Now I'm like, let me look that up real quick, just see if, you know, there's like a diamond in the rough, right, with all the cameras. So, and I looked it up, and in the pictures, this thing looked mint. I'm talking about clean. And I did my due diligence. I researched. I bid all the way up to $112, and this is why this sale is so special to me, because I gambled, you know, pretty big, but at the same time, research prevails. You know, research is really how you make your money, right? You're not going to buy something with gambling your money unless you know exactly what it is, unless you're doing other things like storage units and whatnot. But you guys understand what I'm saying. with this camera, Canon PowerShot SX720HS digital camera, sold for $300 plus shipping. All right, I'm pretty sure that video already aired, but if you guys remember when we went to North Augusta, South Carolina, we went to the bin store. That's the name of their store. And very cool people, great environment. Overall, an amazing video. We found these. We also found an iPad that was brand new, sealed in a brown box. Then we found some other really cool individual items. Then I found some stuff for the wife and all that good stuff, man. And I told them, listen, if you ever want me to come back, I'm more than happy to. And you know, we can do another collaboration. And but they were just very nice. The staff, their store, beautiful stuff, man. But this is what we found at their store. These Buds Live Samsung Galaxy Buds Live headphones. They are brand new, sealed, as you guys can see. Sold very quick. I listed these the other day, I think 2 days ago, and they sold for $60, free shipping. Just to give you guys a heads up, I didn't add this into our local sale, or into our total sales, but I actually sold the iPad locally for $200. It was worth $300, but I sold it to my brother. He wanted it for $200, so I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and do it. Yeah, it's $200, right? So technically, between this $200 and the Buds Live, we have sold $260 worth of stuff, and we only spent $90 there. So we are in the green by $170, not including taxes and fees and all that. But let's say $150 profit right now, which is amazing. And that was just from today's Monday, so just 3 days ago. So not too bad. And then the sale that came in technically today, so technically this would be a part of the next What Sold video, but I decided to include it because it's not a a substantial amount of money. But this Craftsman wrench is from the 10x30 unit, model number 44385. That is correct. This wrench right here sold for $10, free shipping. So this next thing I'm going to be showing you guys is not a great buy at all. But we had these King Fit yoga blocks. We bought a bunch of these literally years ago. Honestly, I should just get rid of them, but they sell from time to time, but they're not crazy sellers. They're not crazy money, anything like that. We actually got those for $2 a piece. Again, like I said, we're not making a lot of money on it. At this point, it's just about recuperating our money and maybe making a couple bucks on them. But that 2-piece yoga block set sold for $9 plus shipping. All right, guys, so right here in E2, we have this die-cast car set. This is from the 10x30 unit. This one is called Muscle Mania Gift Pack. So a set of 5 of these right here sold for $8 plus shipping. All right, guys, so right here at E2, there it is right there. So this is actually from the Flippin' Chicks deal that I made with all the tools. This Bauer lithium battery right here. It's not a crazy seller, like I told you guys. At $60, it was definitely a great deal. But anything more than that, it probably wouldn't have been worth it. Because like I said, there's a lot of $10 sales, little $20, $30 sales, that type of stuff. But this battery pack right here sold for $10 plus shipping. All right, guys, so again in E2, I probably just need to stay in there, but this Avon Creative Needlecraft, and what's really cool about this one, it has like a beehive with some bees. Pretty cool. Now a lot of these can go for some money, and a lot of these are not worth anything, especially with Avon. Avon just not a great brand in general, but this sold pretty quick within about a week or so. This right here sold for $13 plus shipping. All right, right here in G3, so I picked this thing up. It wasn't a great pickup. I thought this was a certain model, so definitely not a great pickup. I paid $3 for this, I believe, maybe $5. Sold for $10 plus shipping. All right, I just pulled down C6, and I believe this is what sold. This is from the 10x30 unit as well. Yeah, this is Floyd, little plush, 4.5 inches long. This right here sold for $10 plus shipping. All right, guys, so right here in E3, we got a big banger here, and I think it's gonna be this calculator right here. So this is the HP 50G graphing calculator with the booklet. This right here we ended up getting for $20 at a yard sale about a month ago, and I finally got around to listing it because it was down in my storage units. But I finally got around to listing it probably about, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago. Sold for $150 plus shipping. All right, guys, so I went ahead and pulled both of these beer steins. Now, what's really cool about them is that we actually just got these over this past Saturday. So you have 2 of them. You have the 2018 Holiday Stein, then you have the 2015 Beer Stein. All right, so I had to grab my phone to tell you guys which one sold for which. So both of these sold to the same buyer. So the 2018 one, so this one on top, as you guys know, all of those beer steins, originally she wanted $5 a piece, and before I could even say anything, she was like, if you took them all, I would do $30. So I was like, okay, let's do 30. Beer signs, it's not something that I normally go for, and majority of beer signs are just not worth anything. But the gamble for these, you know, I thought they were just too cool. You know what I'm saying? So that's the real reasoning why I bought them, and it just ended up panning out and playing off good. But the 2018 one sold for full asking price of $60 plus shipping, and both of these sold to the same buyer but individually. And then he asked me for the 2015 one if I would accept a lower price, and I normally had this one up there for 30. He was like, would you do 25 bucks on it and combine shipping? And I was like, yes, of course I can do that. So in total, both of these sold for a total of $85 plus shipping. All right, guys, so I had to come upstairs real quick to show you guys the last sale. So this right here is a Facebook portal. Honestly, I guess just a video chat thing, and we got this from a local, or from the Tybee Island City Yard Sale. And that was one of the items we just picked up this past Saturday. So if you guys think about it, I want to say we spent, I don't know, $493, $497 during that whole entire, for my whole entire purchase. And between the 25 and 60, so between the 85, so I think we're already made over 160 bucks already. But this Facebook portal sold over on Amazon for $81.13 for that thing right there. I think on eBay they're going for like 40, and I actually talked to them, or I'm sorry, maybe 50. I think it's 50, and I talked them down from 35, I think, down to 30. I think, I don't remember, but $81.13 for this item. All right, and that's gonna be a wrap for me for this whole entire week in this weekend. Got a lot of stuff to pack up for tomorrow morning. We are looking at a storage unit this upcoming Thursday. Hopefully we can win it, because I haven't won one since November of last year, even though that unit is giving me nightmares, right? So much stuff still to go through, man, but it's not gonna stop me from buying as long as we're doing it in a smart way. But I just want to show you guys that you can make money out there. You know what I mean? Like there's ways to make money, no matter if it's a storage unit, garage sales, estate sales. I mean, that's kind of why I like to do it all. One, because I like to be versatile. Two, because there's gonna be a lot of competition in certain areas. Like you might have more competition at a bin store compared to an estate sale, or vice versa. Or there's some people who have a lot of competition when it comes to garage sales. Now I do know of a little bit of competition around here, but when I say there's plenty to go around, there is plenty to go around in my area at least. But it's always important to be versatile in what you're doing. It's always good to minimize your potential cost, if that makes sense. And there goes another ching. So but I'm gonna go ahead and end it there, you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support, man. We're so close to 6,700 subscribers. Truly a blessing to have all you guys here, all 6,700, or almost 6,700 of you guys here, constantly supporting me and viewing the channel and liking the videos, commenting, all that good stuff. You know, I do appreciate that, and I would never be able to repay you guys. The only thing I can do is hopefully make entertaining videos. So but yeah, much love, you guys. We'll catch you guys next video. Until next time, it's your boy, the Georgia Picker. Peace. I don't wanna wake up.